I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you test questions on application. The question here is, from one side of a river, David sees two trees on the opposite side. The distance from David to one tree is 55 meters and from David to other tree is 37 meters. The angle between the two trees from David's perspective is 67 degrees. How far are the trees to the nearest meter, right? So let me correct the spelling also. David here. Okay. So whenever you read a question, try to sketch a diagram and then solve it. Let's say this is the river and David is on the left side. Let's say here is this is the position of David. Let me call this as D. Okay. Now says David sees two trees on the opposite end. The distance from David to one tree is 55 and to the other is 37. So let's say this one is far away, right? So let us say this is A and the other one is slightly closer. We'll call this as B. Okay. Now that gives you a sketch, right? Now let's put in the numbers. We know that one tree is 55 meters. Let me write 55 meters here and 37 meters on the other side. Now, the angle between the two trees from David's perspective is 67. So this angle is 67 degrees. How far are the trees to the nearest meter? So we need to find distance AB. So that is the distance between the two trees, correct? So that is how you can visualize and then solve. Now, in this particular case, we can form one triangle, assume this is a straight line, whose two sides and included angle is given to us. To find the third side, what should we do? We can use cosine law, correct? So we have to use cosine law in this particular case. That is, we know side angle side, that means cosine law. Remember this part. Now let's use cosine law and calculate the distance between the two trees, which is AB. So AB is the distance between the two trees. Cosine law means AB square is equals to square of these two. You have to add them up. 55 square plus 37 square. Take away 2 times 55 times 37 times cosine of the angle in between, 67 degrees, right? So that is what you have to do. Let us calculate. 55 square plus 37 square minus 2 times 55 times 37 times cos of 67 is equal to 2803. Let me write down this number. It is 2803.72. Now AB is square root of this, right? Square root of 2803.72. Since we need nearest meter, I am taking 2 decimal places here, right? So we say the square root of 2803.72. And what do we get? We get 52.95. So that gives us the answer, 52.95. So to the nearest meter, we can say it is 53 meters. So that is how you can actually solve the question. So our answer is trees are 53 meters apart. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.